What are your feelings towards what seems like IDF had a failure? And
Doesn't
what
seem like it
happened
was
here?
the biggest failure in the history of the country. Well, I'll say the following. First of all, there is no doubt that October 7 is the biggest failure in the history of the state of Israel. In one day, 1,200 people were killed, murdered, 200 people were kidnapped, our women were raped by terrorists, entire communities were destroyed. There has never been a failure like this in the history of the country. When we talk about the IDF, I also remember in my heart all the soldiers and young officers and some old officers retired who did come and did arrive and did fight and did save and paid terrible prices. But this does not absolve the failure of the political and military and intelligence leadership. Not at all. The heroism is a direct result of the failure. When you think about those 8 guys who drove in our kibbutz for so many hours alone and defended the community, it's an amazing story of courage and heroism. And each one of them deserves the highest honor the state of Israel can offer. But it's also a story of a terrible failure. 8 guys alone in a car are not supposed to defend an entire community for half a day. That's not supposed to happen. When you think about these 5 heroes from the Maglan unit who opened the way to the kibbutz, and 3 of them died and 2 were injured, this is an incredible story of heroism. And I tell it everywhere I go, and I commemorate them in the book. But it's also a story that should not have happened. 5 guys should not be alone trying to conquer a community that has been taken over by this. Even you think about the story of my parents, right? A 62-year-old couple from Tel Aviv is not supposed to rescue injured soldiers under fire. This is not normal. And what we need is a proper investigation of all of it. We have a mechanism in Israel called, I'll say first in Hebrew, Va'adat Chakira Mamlachtit, a national commission of inquiry. This is the most powerful tool in the Israeli system to investigate failures. We had a commission like that after the Yom Kippur War in 73. We had a commission like that after Rabin's murder in 95. We recently had a commission like that after the Meron stampede. This is a civilian disaster a few years ago where 50 people died. We urgently need a commission like that for October 7, but here's the catch. There's only one institution in Israel that can order such a commission to be formed: the government. And the government doesn't want this investigated because their own failures will be exposed. There are more than 400 bereaved families from October 7 who have signed already a petition for the government to set up this commission. And I've promised them, because I know many of those families, that I will do everything I can to make it happen. That's my answer.